Hi, this is Joe Sloboda again from Exclusive Visas. In this segment, I wanted to address one of the questions that's asked of us very frequently in what should I be looking for, what should you be looking for when choosing a regional center? Many people will ask what's required of them to become an EB-5 investor. Well, there are certain net worth requirements. You have to make sure that you don't have any criminal background, and most importantly, that you've never overstayed in the U.S. and never been in the U.S. illegally, and also that you're able to provide a clean source of funds. And what that means in very simple terms is that the money you're using to invest into the EB-5 program must be able to be sourced. You have to be able to prove to the U.S. government where that money was earned and how you obtained it. So our office works very closely with you and your immigration attorney to help provide a very clean and simple source of funds and the path of funds. In other words, how you came to transfer that money or to obtain that money and then to transfer it into the EB-5 project that you'll invest into. Now, with that, the next question typically comes of how do I choose an EB-5 project? What should I be looking for in a regional center? Well, many people will want to look at an EB-5 regional center based on their past success and whether or not the EB-5 regional center has had multiple approvals on conditional green cards. This is a good initial thing to consider, but since you're going to be investing into the project, our philosophy at our office is that not only do we look at the regional center, but we also look at the project. Now, with that being said, under the EB-5 Regional Center Pilot Program, this allows for certain EB-5 projects to accept an investment of $500,000 US as compared to the traditional $1 million investment. Now, the way that this has to happen is that the project must be able to prove that they are in what is called a targeted employment area, often referred to as a TEA. A TEA status is given to a project if, number one, the project is located in a rural area or an area that has less than 20,000 permanent residents, or in an area of high unemployment, an area that's been deemed to have an unemployment percentage of 150% of the national average. This type of designation is provided to the regional center and the project and must be renewed on an annual basis. So it's really important to look for that because you want to make sure that your investment is going to be good at $500,000 and not have to come up with additional money or be at risk of having your green card or your green card denied for that status. You want to look at a good track record of approvals, like I mentioned earlier, but we want to look at it from the project basis as well. Just because a regional center had past projects that were successful does not mean that the current project you're considering will be successful. We want to make sure that there's clear evidence that the project you're considering is going to be able to create the required 10 jobs per investor for your green card to become permanent. The way we do that is we take a close look at the business plan and about the job creation summary that was provided to the project and the regional center by the economist that helped them put together their EB-5 application to get approved into this program. And then lastly, we want to know the terms of how the project is planning to repay your money. Typically, this is laid out in what is called a private placement memorandum, and this is a contract that will lay out what the terms are and how they plan to pay you back and what liabilities may lay out for the project if they fail to pay you back. What protections are in place? If it's a real estate project, are there any mortgages superior to the EB-5 lenders, the EB-5 applicants? Is the project going to be worth significantly more than what the total amount of EB-5 money into the project? We want to look at valuations, we want to look at feasibility studies. There's a lot of different things that need to be considered before you make a choice on an EB-5 project. This is why we're here as an EB-5 consultant, because we've been doing this since 2006. We've helped hundreds of people from over 24 different countries look at obtaining permanent residency in the United States. I'm sure that our staff is more than capable to help you and to answer the questions that you may have. We're here to assist you through this process, and we hope that you contact us and rely on us to help obtain permanent residency in the United States through the EB-5 visa program. Thanks again. We look forward to hearing from you.